Audio and video on demand. Stay connected. 830WCCO.com.
I'm very excited tonight. We're going to get kind of an overview. We're going to learn about DWI enforcement, and if you can believe it, already week 2 and it's going to the dogs.
Two bomb dog detection dogs. They are out of our court security division, and they're called out to all areas. They train all over the state, and they go wherever they're needed. We also have 2 narcotic detection dogs, and I'm sure you're all familiar with what they do. They sniff drugs and find them. We also have a bloodhound. Our bloodhound is new to our sheriff's office, and he's here with us tonight too. So I'm going to get the depths out. They all the canines that we have, they each have their own handler, a deputy sheriff, and the canines actually live with the deputies in their home, so they're part of the family. Most of them have kennels outside that are provided. Some of them live just inside with the rest of the animals and kids and families. So let me get the depths. Here, Deputy Tom Sigfrinius right here. Tom has been with the sheriff's office for 27 years. His dog's name is Ike, or Ikar. He has worked in our narcotics unit for about 7 years, and he's been assigned to our patrol division for 15 years, and he's been a canine handler for 12. He's been our head trainer for 3 years, so he's had a lot of experience with the dogs. We also have Deputy Matt Hagan. Matt is a canine apprehension dog. His dog Murphy is. Matt's the trainer and handler. I don't think I've ever seen you bite anyone, so. Matt's been with our department for 10 years. He's been in patrol for 2, and he's been a dog handler for a year. And we also have our newest addition to the canine unit, Deputy Barry Heikkinen. Barry's our bloodhound handler, and his dog's name is Hercules. Barry's been with the sheriff's office now for 15 years.
I'm not sure of the town in Slovakia, but he came from Slovakia. What's he weigh, Matt?
He's about 70, 71 pounds.
70 pounds. We keep our dogs in shape, thin. A lot of people say our dogs are too thin. That's because their dogs are too fat. These dogs are athletes, and we have to treat them that way. We get them on a track. These dogs are over fences, climbing into things that up and over garbage piles and stuff like that. You know, so we have to keep them in shape. For instance, last week I did a track in Brooklyn Center that lasted anywhere from we figure it was between 2 and 3 miles, and I'm figuring closer to 3 miles before we ended up.
When I met him in South Carolina, and again, that was more for me than for him. He already knew how to smell. I needed to know how to read his indications, his negatives when he's running out of the trail and he turns his head to go back. I needed to learn how to read that. We're fairly new together, being that we've only been doing this since August, so we have a lot of work left to do. Pretty much all of my training tracks, even now, are known tracks. I have to know where the person went. Sometimes that's a problem because you get people that you think is going to do you a good job laying a track for you and stuff like that, and they get out there and they said, well, I know you wanted me to go right, but I went left. I wanted to see if your dog would find me, you know. Well, that's not what we're looking for. We're both learning and seeing what we're doing, so we need people that listen to the direction and do that. So I did the 2 weeks of training down in South Carolina with him, and then we came back. We stayed back here for a couple of weeks, and we went down to Florida. And
got your bag?
Nope. So we did another week down in Florida, and a lot of that was we did some classroom stuff. He's like, I ran out of things to smell. I already know the cookies are over here. So we did that, but after the classroom stuff, we still went out in the fields and we did some more training tracks down there. So that's pretty much where we're at right now. But if you look at a bloodhound, I asked somebody to remind me about all this loose skin because they said he's got to grow into this skin. Well, actually, everything about a bloodhound is for him to be tracking. That's also, he doesn't get caught on all the branches and stuff like that. This doesn't probably even actually feel as good as like somebody scratching his back. But if you look at his face, I know, it's a cute face. I love looking at it. But when he's on a trail, if you see all this, this slides down, it closes his eyes. And then his ears are heavy and they hang over here. So he's not listening and he's not looking. All he's doing is smelling. And if you read about like blind people or people who went deaf, all of their other senses are enhanced. So that's kind of the theory or what these guys do. Come here. We're not done yet. His name is Hercules, and I think it's very appropriate.
Growing up, she was involved in a crash. That was the car she was in. It was the same girl. So some of her recovery.
Is that the little girl?
That's the little girl that grew up.
Is that somebody from here?
Florida, I believe, is where this came from. Jacqueline was 20 years old. She was riding in a car that was hit by a drunk driver. She's now 23. So, not everyone involved in DWI. When you look at it from our perspective, you know, everyone would love to do a shooting, a robbery, a rape, those kind of arrests every night. But you don't get one of those arrests every night. You do get them in your career, but you don't get them every night. A DWI arrest is probably the best arrest you can make on a daily basis, because you can make them on a daily basis. And as we saw the pictures, a crash, an alcohol-related crash, it's a preventable crash, that can be the outcome.
The WCCO homepage, 830wcco.com.